I recently became very unpopular and I survived it. So, this was a beautiful opportunity for me to notice just how far I've come. So, let me tell you the story. I joined a group in the local elections challenging the, the sitting council. And although there wasn't much of a chance of me being elected, I still wanted to challenge the council. And I'm very pleased I did so, although many people weren't. Some of my neighbors really disapproved. They were really upset about what I'd done. I challenged the status quo. And although they didn't like it, I was really, really fascinated by my reaction because I wasn't triggered. Some people would have stopped at, my neighbors are angry. That is so unfair. Why are they treating me like that? And goodness knows that years ago, I would have bent over backwards to try to get their approval back. I would have been so distressed that they didn't like me anymore. I would have done anything really because it would have felt really unsafe for me not to be liked. And yes, you guessed it, I used to be a professional people pleaser. So that's why I say I'm measuring the distance I've come because this time I wasn't triggered. Now, usually in coaching, when you become self aware, when you create this beautiful self awareness, when something happens in your circumstances in life, when people react to you and you don't like it, you don't start blaming or shaming other people. You just turn the mirror to yourself and you look at what they are reflecting back to you in that mirror. So, in coaching, you would ask, where am I finding that I did something wrong? Where am I making me wrong? And that is really a beautiful opportunity to just look at, oh, if I'm being triggered, if their upsetness, if their anger is triggering something in me, it must be that somewhere, a little part of me agrees. So over to me to find out where it is that I find that I did something wrong. And so I did that. And of course, not being perfect, I could find instances of perhaps me not saying the right thing, and maybe I could question some of my actions. But really, overall, I found that I'd acted in integrity according to my values. So I wasn't triggered. What this was an opportunity for me to do was to recognize that really that old part of me, that people pleasing part of me, was gone. And that felt so good. And so this was an opportunity for me to recommit to the woman I am today. And that's a woman who can disagree respectfully, who doesn't need other people's approval, who stands by her values and is not afraid to voice them. So I can feel really proud of that. And that's really what we do in coaching. It is not so much that we say a lot of mantras going, I am a confident woman. We go into what it looks like in everyday life. What does it look like to be so confident you can speak up for yourself and you don't feel threatened or unsafe when other people don't approve of what you say or who you're being? So, coaching is not so much about controlling other people, about controlling outside circumstances. It's much more about looking at who you are and becoming the person you want to be. So, I hope that this story encourages you to look at, oh, how can I how can I be so confident? And how can I believe so much in myself, in my principles and values, that I'm able to perhaps contradict people even when it's inconvenient? So, over to you.